Hey guys, it's been a little while. I figured I'd give you a quick update, show you what I'm working on. Haven't been accomplishing a whole lot. Feel like I'm kind of burned out, or maybe not burned out, but like in a slump. I just can't get motivated to work. Um, I do a little bit, but just not as much as I'd like to. But I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not on a time schedule or anything. But I got the Paul Blevins Vega. The chassis finished, except for wheelie bars and maybe a few little odds and ends. But and it's not my best work by any means. But I think once the body's on, it'll look okay. It's the basic 66 Nova Pro Street chassis that I modified. And I don't like the fact that everything's black under the hood, but that's the way the real car was. The intake was even painted black, so that's what I did. Try to look at the camera and make sure I'm in view. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, it should be okay when it's all together. I took a little bit of little liberties, let's say, with the paint. It was a white car, but I like pearl, so I decided just to shoot a little bit of pearl over it. I know it's not correct, and probably some of you guys will say that I'm shouldn't be doing that, but since it's not exactly 100% going to be perfect anyway, I just decided to add my own little touch to it. And I did open up the grill. Let me see if I can get this off the. This was one of the easier grills to open. It's hard to see without having light on it. Let's go over here. Yeah, you can see the bottom of it there. Let's flip it over. Yeah. And then in order to make it actually work, or noticeable, I also cut it out of the body too. That was just solid sheet plastic there. So once it's all together, you should be able to see through it. So I'm just about ready to put the decals on. I don't know if the pearl shows in the video or not, but it's just like a silver pearl. It's a Mr. Color. I forget the name of it, but it's not a color, just a basic moonstone. That's what it was, moonstone pearl. So I shot that on just to be different. And the Reed Wisnon Daytona, doing some work on the body, filling in the sunroof here. Got the skirting on and a little bit of putty in it. This was a build up from eBay, so it's had to be stripped. Chassis is, you can see, it's upside down there, but it's heavily modified. I had to shorten the floor pan, shorten it in the middle, shorten the chassis here in the middle and in the front, but everything seems to fit now. And the engine is there. That was actually a funny car Hemi engine and some decals, valve covers that I found in a parts box. And I used some parts from the Pro Mod for the motor plate and the water pump, electric water pump motor, tunnel ram. All that came from the Pro Mod stuff with the Lenco. So that's, yeah, but it's going together pretty good. And I also started fooling some more resin. I found some resin on Temu. I never used Temu before, and I found this resin, and it's really nice because it's very thin. It'll goes around all the details. But what I'm learning about is the differences in tin cured and platinum cured. And this stuff is platinum cured, where you mix equal parts of the two together rather than put an activator in the silicone. And I'm learning that does not play well with anything that had the tin cured silicone. So when I made things in my old mold box, they don't cure. Wherever there was the other resin, they don't cure. And I did a little experiment here. I put some talcum powder in it because it stayed sticky, and now it seems like the talcum powder, maybe, I don't know if it cured it or just covered it, but I have some more coming. It's not real expensive, and there's not a lot in a bottle, but I made a few things, and this is the wheelie bars for the Vega. So I think with the talcum powder, I'm going to try to finish this mold rather than start over. I hope that stuff works okay with Vaseline. So that's what I use for a mold release. So I'll put the Vaseline around the rubber here, and make a new mold box, pour it on top, and see, if it doesn't work, well, then I'm just out some silicone, and I'll make a new mold box and start all over again. I did make, what did I make? I have a seat mold here, which I haven't cut yet. That was all fresh, except for the sprue. The sprue was used, cleaned it off with acetone, so when I cut it, I'll see if it actually cured all the way or not. I think it'll be usable no matter what. And this was some more Hemi stuff, engine. And these are the Hemi valve covers that I used on the engine I just showed you. And some wheels. These were an experiment just to see if it would work. Can't really flex this with one hand, but you can see how I cut it. It's an American 5-spoke spindle mount front wheel, so I did make 2 with epoxy resin, and they came out. They're hard to get out, but they worked out, so everything seems to be going good, or as well as can be expected. So that's what I've been up to, and hopefully I can get my motivation back and get something finished. So I'll let you go, won't keep it too long, and thanks for watching.